Ant-Man.
So I saw Ant-Man last Thursday at the midnight showing, so technically Friday, and I loved it. I thought they did a great job to start off introducing us to the character. I think there's a lot more they can do with the concept. It was a good origin story and a good start. So the after credits scenes were great. I mean, I was really excited because I thought the after credit scenes for Avengers: Age of Ultron were kind of like disappointing. So let's get in and show you my interpretation, what I really think these mean for the rest of the MCU, and a detailed description of my comic book knowledge of what these mean. So for the mid-credits scene, Hank Pym and his daughter Hope are go into the basement, and then where Scott stole some of the stuff, the suit, and there's a secret secret door, and the door opens up, and there's a new Wasp suit, somewhat similar to what we saw in the Janet Van Dyne flashback, where she went subatomic, but it's a lot more colorful. Definitely not done. A lot more high tech looking. It looks like it's a lot more awesome than the one they showed earlier. And Hank turns to his daughter and says, I wanted to give this to you. I think something like, I wanted to give this to you when you were ready. He was building it with his wife before she went subatomic. And so now he thought it was ready to build it with her. And Hope turns to her dad and says, it's about time. So basically, I think it's pretty straightforward what's happening here. Hank's handing down the mantle, giving it to his daughter. The suit looks really cool. It was a lot more metal than the other suit that Janet had. Hers was a lot more fabric, but this one looks almost kind of like a mix between like Iron Man and Wasp to a degree. Not like very metally at all, just to a degree. And I think that she'll probably play a big role in the future Avengers movies. And the more metal design fits in with the Red Queen or Wasp costume or her powers that that Hope has in the comics. And I think that Hope will play a big role in the MCU in the future. I don't think it's going to be very close to the comic book version of Hope, at least the one that I'm aware of, because her parents or her dad is still alive for now at this point in the MCU. Now to the second, this is the after credit scene after all the credits are rolled, and when the dumb people have left the theater, there was a scene where Bucky Barnes, or the Winter Soldier, was trapped in some device. It looked like like some sort of probably a magnet. The Falcon and Steve, or Cap, is there around Bucky, and they started talking about what to do, and they say that they need help. I guess with freeing Bucky, or somehow, wiping his mind, because I mean, I'm not sure, because Bucky was starting to get his memories back, or trying to find out who he was. I think he got a few of them back, because on the after credits of Cap 2, he was just milling around the museum and was looking at his past, at least the past that Cap believed happened, and now he's captured, somehow trapped, and Cap and Falcon have found him, and they need help. So they're starting to think. They say they can't get help from the Avengers, and they said that Stark is busy with the Accords. Now that's one thing that I was very stuck on, but the Accords are very just simple, as in the governmental Accords, which I'm pretty sure this means that now this sequence takes place in Civil War times, in Cap 3, and that Tony is somehow busy either arguing with the Act, something to do with that on that point. So they can't get help from the Avengers or Stark. So they can't get help from the Avengers or Stark. So they can't get help from the Avengers or Stark. So Falcon says wait a second, I know a guy. And that guy must be Scott Lang, the Ant-Man, because they got into a fight, a really awesome fight, like one of the coolest parts of the movie. Him and Falcon, Ant-Man and Falcon, and then Falcon is looking for Ant-Man, and that's when we have a reference towards Spider-Man. So apparently, maybe Falcon has found Scott at this point. Now they might have a use for him. So I'm not sure what that use would be, though. If it seems at this point that they're just trying to get Bucky out of this contraption, or maybe there was a fight that ensued before this, and they're trying to get his memory back or to calm him down. But it looks like that Bucky might have a little bit of memory, and maybe the whole thing is he's just trying to get him out of the contraption, trying to get him out of this device. So maybe they need Ant-Man to shrink down and to loosen up this contraption, destroy the contraption from the inside out. I don't know. This part is very, very kind of hard to interpret or understand, since it seems like it's like a snippet from Cap 3, and the context or a fight has already happened. So we don't know much about that, but it gets you really excited for the future Ant-Man movies, which I'm sure will come, and the future Cap 3, because I thought Ant-Man was a really great movie. You know, not the best Marvel MCU movie by far, but it's a great start off and introduction to this character, and I can't wait to see more. So I'm hoping to start doing more of these credit explanations when each Marvel movie comes out, and hopefully sooner to the release date of the movie. So keep an eye out when Cap 3 returns, when Cap 3 comes out. So thanks. Bye.
I know. Wasn't my idea.